Oh, there we go. Now I'm working.
What?
Oh, my mic wasn't working for some reason. And F joined. Okay. Oh my god, it's actually organized. Mostly. Okay. I'm just testing.
Why does he keep saying question mark?
Maybe he is shocked at what we've done.
Oh. Why does he have pickup priority?
Who knows? What?
Who wrote that?
My sign!
We have more glowing sacks somewhere in here. Yeah, we have more glowing sacks in the bottom.
Yeah, but that was
chest.
my glow ink sac I used. Alright.
Here's a refund.
Ooh, refund.
Also, I put netherrack in this one.
Okay.
Because we have a lot of it. Trying to see what else we have a lot of, but is not like that necessary. I guess we for some reason have a lot of copper, so I guess I'll place that in this chest.
Black dye, there it is. Don't we have a sharpness 5 villager? Library.
So, do you want to hop back onto the creative world to see like or to test designs for
Sure.
redstone?
Sure, I just gotta find this banner pattern first. Jeez. Blind? Oh, whatever. I forgot it does that. Puts me in survival mode. Oh dear. I was just testing something.
I don't know. I didn't realize my physical microphone was muted, but like I don't think we'll need 9 overflow chests, but like it's always worth it to have, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially since like these are gonna be the blocks we have the most of, like stone, cobblestone,
Yeah, we
that
will
kind of
need
stuff.
backup chests for those.
I mean, I don't think we'll need a backup chest of deep slate because we don't mine enough deep slate to need it. But like,
No, we don't.
if we ever start mining a lot of deep slate, then we'll maybe replace like the andesite chest because I feel like by the time we move on to another project, we'll no longer need andesite or like as
Yeah.
much andesite. But yeah, so I'm also still trying to think like, is there any way to make it even more efficient? Is it even worth it to make it more efficient?
No,
Because
I don't
like,
think so, because it's pretty well made for now.
I feel like if we have any more than this, then we have a problem, and we can just start burning it or something.
Yeah, we can have a like overflow burner system.
Yeah.
Well, like blind.
So are we set on this design, or is there any like alterations we need to make,
I think.
like for the chest placement?
No, I think it's like kind of perfect. But I have a banner design that I want to test out real quick. Why? I'll get rid of that.
Okay, then I'm make like 5 of these so that I can see like, would it be laggy at all? I'm also thinking like, um, I mean, since this is a lot of hoppers, but like, I wish there was like a way to like not need 2 of these rows of hoppers, because like
Need.
this row of hoppers is only there because of this one. Ooh, that's nice. I'd say what could make it better though is if you replace the light gray with maybe white, so that like, since it looks very gray in the center.
Well, that's because
Oh, that's it.
that's actually grey. I sent you the design as
Yeah,
well.
I know. I was saying like,
I
I don't
should
know.
have
Blue
copied the
and
banner
white
before
feels
I
like
did
your
that.
colors.
Yeah, but I mean like a team shield.
Oh, team banner.
Yeah.
Do we really need like? I don't think everyone would wear the team banner though, or at
Yeah, but
least
it's good
on
to
the
have
shield.
one for when we do need one. If we want one eventually.
I feel like that would only be useful for going to war, but it'll be useful eventually maybe. So like, I feel like we should make a city banner first, like would, and then we'll like work off of that to see if we want to make a shield banner.
Oh yeah. I just like this design, so I saved it.
Alright. And see like how laggy would it be if we actually did this layout. I'm also gonna check console, see if the server's dying from all these hoppers.
I can see this going horribly.
When did you get on Java? Like I saw you were on Bedrock all day.
Bum?
When did you get on Java?
Like, minutes ago.
We might
Like,
have
10 minutes ago.
we might have too many chests because there's this thing I need to build for it though. I forget how to build it. Let me get blocks. There's like a I forget how what it's like. It's like something like this or not like that. Or like
Well, are you trying to build a
uh,
auto sorter type thing?
or it's something like this. Or I haven't built one of these in literal years. Or it's like damn, how is it? I'm just gonna Google it. Oh, it's like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bitch to build sometimes, isn't it?
And then so that goes down and then across. Why I forget, did I destroy this or did you destroy this? Okay, there. It's like this. And then what happens if I just oh. Oh, that's interesting. I always thought you had to have like a filler block. I think the only reason for the filler block is just so that no other things go into
Yes,
the
that is
sorting
correct.
system.
Correct.
But I thought, but I used to think that it was like required to make sure, I mean, yeah, so that it doesn't, I thought if you didn't do that, it would just empty all of it. I'm so curious how this even works. I know when you put an item in a hopper, like, goes out there, like, it gives a signal to the comparator. But I didn't really know much about how that worked. That, why'd you do that? Okay,
Nope.
so the problem with this is we can't really fit that there. Can we? So, um, hmm. I mean, unless we knocked off this row of chests, and, but like, that's like, I mean, that removes, now we have 1, 2, 3. We have 8 rows of chests now, and then this Just make it go down.
Go on F5.
Mario in my head. I thought I disabled that on the server.
Apparently not. That was also a complete accident too.
Oh, damn. Wouldn't it affect, and I don't think it'll affect anything with these chests, right?
Correct.
It's like
It
right
will not
where
affect.
a redstone torch wouldn't touch a chest, like wouldn't like affect it. One thing I genuinely forget though. What if I place 2 of these right next to each other? Does it? That's not correct.
It's fine.
Does it
That's
change?
how they operate.
Does it? Like
That's how
I
they're meant
didn't
to
know
operate.
like if they can like. Then how does? I'm still confused how this works. What if I break the redstone torch?
It
How
will.
the fuck is that going? Okay.
It's going to
If I break
continuously
the
flow.
redstone. And how does the redstone torch affect the comparator?
Well,
Like
it
the
needs a
extra
signal
icon.
for
Wait,
the
hold on.
repeaters to be on, for it to
I thought
interact with anything.
comparators like gain a redstone signal from that. So like this is giving a redstone signal, and then it goes down, and then this. Huh. Wow. So if the redstone signal is high. So if you what happens if you have too many items in this one and you have one right next to it? Would that in turn disable this one?
No,
How does
it
that
would still
work?
do the same thing, no matter
Because
what.
like wouldn't the redstone signal reach over here if it's long enough, or if there's too much going on here?
Nope. Well, I also think they can make continuous flows.
Yeah, it disables this one. So like, how does it affect this one at all? Yeah, that. So the sorting block really is required then. Like, let's say you want grass blocks in these ones, then we're gonna want. I will use, for example, polished andesite as the sorting block in both. And we'll just have this one full of redstone torches and this one full of grass blocks. So these will flow down right now. Obviously, with one stack, I think that's literally just enough to give it enough signal to reach the repeater. But like, here's when does, since like this also powers down here, but it's just not enough for it. Huh. Okay, I think I understand it now. So if I place, why does this not work though? Does it require copper below it? I cut off. Huh. Okay. That's. So this requires a hopper below it. Does it require a hopper below it, or does it just require a block below it? Okay, it requires a hopper, the hopper to be below it. This makes no sense. Why is redstone why is redstone redstone?
We don't question it.
Why did you place a grass block there?
That was
So
you.
important. I did.
Yeah, dummy.
Did you just steal the cyan crystal?
I've had it since we were on the server last night. I pick blocked it, don't worry.
Is it just in your inventory or saved hotbar?
Inventory.
Good.
I mean, I still have my netherite sword too. I do weird stuff, okay? Besides,
So
like
this
the cyan
has to
crystal.
go down.
Suits me.
I gotta readjust this too. This will very much limit what we can do. I mean, I don't think we're like horizontally limited, so we can always just add more chests horizontally, but that would just require more and more hoppers. Hmm.
There we go. Now, what button? Did not even know that.
And we have to have a layer of either a layer of hoppers or just like water or something right here so that we can, or so that they can go through here. So reason I don't think we can have a reason I think it has to be a layer of hoppers and not water is because I think water would
Yeah.
uh like the items would get stuck on top of the.
Well,
Another question: how are we even gonna get the? We got no vertical mobility. How do we even get the hoppers up here? Or not the hoppers, the items up here.
bubble elevator?
Oh, so we don't even put them in a chest. We just throw them.
No.
We
We can
just
have
throw
it
them on.
go in a chest or something, and then you can get a dropper
I mean,
at some
we could
point over
use a
here.
dropper. That's like
Yeah.
if we use a dropper, that's just like um, we require a repeater, which would be really or not a repeater, a repeating thing, which would be really noisy and kind of laggy if we like need a lot of them.
Hmm.
Okay. What if we don't even use? I just realized I accidentally said a good idea.
Hmm.
What if we don't even use like a dropper or something? We legit just throw our items down into like a water stream, and
Yeah,
then
that'll work. I mean, we have a little bit of soul sand, so yeah, that would work.
so like let's say like right here, you just throw a water stream. And so that we can't like no one just goes in and messes with the rest of them. We have a block here so they don't just go and pick up the item. There. Um Shoot, I forgot to place a sign here. Which we probably should put like ice right here so that it goes. Hmm. Let's see, would the water bucket make it all the way there? Wait for it to come back down.
I was just covering up on the top as you threw it, so it went whee.
I realize that the hoppers aren't full. That's my bad. Let me just quickly.
I mean, I was just gonna grab a bunch of random stuff and toss. And see what goes where.
Shit, why is only the first one working? What did. Oh, they're still hooked up to chests. My bad. One thing I've weirdly started doing is I've started like I've only started doing this today, but for some reason, whenever I have to type something, I've started only using my left hand and just keeping my right hand on the mouse. Like I've never done that before. That's so weird. But
Yeah, that is. You get used to it after a while because that's what I do at Little. But I believe the sign is essentially in the wrong spot. So because it needs a
we'll
flow.
we'll workshop that in a minute.
Yeah, I was just.
Okay, I just need to make sure real quick to see if the stuff gets all the way through, and then because like if it gets all the way through, that doesn't really matter. Okay,
Oh,
it
it does.
stopped for a second, and then it kept going. So should I move the sign a block back, or what?
Hmm.
Okay, let me just see. And I had the what the hell? Okay, I'll throw a soul sand. Okay, that seems to work. And then we can obviously place ice here. And then
Mm.
from there it'll flow on to the greater storage system,
Yeah.
which won't need an overflow area because for the rest of our materials we probably won't need an overflow system. If we do, it'll just be 2 chests and we could line them up simply. There. Now I don't think we need to make a schematic of this, right? It's basic enough to like be able
Yeah,
to do
true.
off memory and maybe a screenshot. Okay, there. I mean, we should probably still tinker the top of it so that we can. So this goes into. Okay. Huh. Okay, so I'm gonna move these chests right here. I just realized these don't go down either, these just stay here. So I need to rework the entire chest system. Great. Well, I was saying it was basic enough? Clearly not.
Dun dun
Clearly too basic to
dun.
where it won't work. Here, let me clean up this by removing the chests. Okay, we're left with the layer of hoppers, which we can keep. I say we work our way down. So I'm also going to start on this side so that I can see all of it at once. Okay, so we obviously just need one going here, right? And then from this. So if this won't go down, then we can actually start off with something like this, right?
Yeah.
One thing I hate though, and which doesn't make sense despite how it looks like it would make sense, is how this doesn't work. Come here, look. Before you say, oh, the bottom thing's facing that way and not down, that's why it can't work. You have to realize
Yeah, I know.
this works.
I know.
This works, and this doesn't. Why does it either make this not work or make this work? Jeez, Boyang. Really? Okay.
Dramatic effects. And I like using the things. That's fun.
And then we can have should be this one here, which this one can. This one has to go like this one or this way, and then it's funny. Each iteration of this, we lose 2 chests. We started off with nine overflow chests, then we went to 8. Now we have 7.
Innovation is
I mean, there's
shit.
space for a chest here, but like, there's no way to plug it into the system. So it has to be cut. Anyways, and then at the bottom, we just... So what item should we use as our sample block? Should we use the renamed pieces of dirt? Since like we have a lot of it and like it's not, if we rename it, it can't stack with unrenamed dirt. Rename placeholder. Why are you in spectator? So,
Placing.
oh damn, yeah. Why is it? How does this work? Okay. There is one tiny flaw with the system, and that's that like if we're throwing in like a lot of stacks of dirt, it takes time for the hopper.
So
It's
we're
like
gonna
gonna
need it
throw
to
in 4
loop
stacks
around
of
as well.
some. Yeah, I feel like you should loop around and then after it loops around. Well, how do I make it like I feel like that would just make it only loop around. How do I make it so that if it loops around twice, then or like unless we want just like unless we what if like how should we do this? I feel like maybe we could have it so like hold on, so will this connect to the other storage units or just these 6 or however many there are here?
Well, maybe it might be better to have it just stay connected to these.
Because like I feel like if it stays connected to these then like yeah, yeah, that would work, but also like I feel like we would probably just be better off placing a chest here because what if someone throws something which isn't there? Then it's just gonna despawn up here eventually. Unless we have like um why are you shuffling your item so fast?
How am I doing it so fast?
I'm saying why?
Because why not?
Okay, whatever.
It looks funny on my end.
What does it look like?
Let me share my screen.
Oh, you have that mod too.
Yeah.
I was gonna I was seeing like would you notice if I just started doing this? Or better yet.
No. Proof out of existence.
It's a dirt block. I'm not a dirt block. Where you remember have you ever seen that meme?
I think so.
I am not a Minecraft dirt block. I dyed my hair green to show I'm not a dirt. I do not look like a dirt block. And then someone made a parody of the song "Human" by I think Imagine Dragons or something. It's like I'm not a dirt block after all. I'm not a dirt block. I don't know where that's from.
I'll dual sand crystal smite you. That sentence made no sense.
All jade broadsword smite you, which I know you can't see. I'm still not sure if I want Lee to be able to like summon lightning with this, because like obviously it's just a regular sword and he has no powers, but maybe like
What about fireballs?
fireballs, I feel like, I mean, there was like a throwaway item which we used once, which
I should probably stop
basically,
streaming if I'm going over that side.